What's going on, YouTube fam? Kareem Ali checking in. Today we're in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. This area is known for its nightlife, a lot of urban spots, vintage stores, record shops, bars, like I said, and things like that. And it's a little rain in the forecast for all week. A little humid, but we'll get through it. So let's walk through Williamsburg, Brooklyn. We're gonna be starting on North 12th Street and Bedford Ave, and we'll walk all the way down, all the way to Williamsburg Bridge. So let's do it. So as I said, we'll be starting on 12th Street and Bedford Ave and walking all the way down to the Williamsburg Bridge. One thing I've noticed about this area compared to the last video, whereas I was in Greenpoint, and there was a lot of traffic through Greenpoint as well, but Williamsburg seems to just have a different type of energy to it. It's a little bit more electric. Like I said, I haven't been to many other spots or neighborhoods inside of Brooklyn, so mainly Greenpoint, and now Williamsburg. And yeah, it's very nice. Let's just see what's going on. Maybe we can talk to a few locals or something like that. But I noticed it's kind of hard to find locals that are from these neighborhoods, just because things have changed so much and you have a new influx of people coming into these different neighborhoods in these different cities. And it's a beautiful thing, but you kind of want to still try to find the locals and just see what the biggest change is and focus on moving forward and see where the neighborhood is headed and things like that. So it's pretty dope. Spots like this, when I see these type of buildings, that lets me know like, hey, yeah, you're in New York, buddy. You're in New York. And I love these type of buildings, even though I know they're kind of getting rid of some of them and going with the modern looks like I said in the other video. But who cares? Enjoy what you got while you still have it. Now, one thing I know for sure, I came to Williamsburg on a Saturday. It was maybe about 3-4 days ago. And it was lit. I will say that it was lit. The weather was a little bit more better than what it is today. And you just had people, a lot of tourists out, and maybe a few locals, but a lot of tourists out just enjoying Williamsburg and the urban life and bars and eating the good food that they have here. So, yeah, it's one of the things. But today is a Tuesday. Like I said, it's a little rainy, so not too much going on. Can I ask you all a question? Are you all from Williamsburg? No. How long have you been here?
In New York City?
Yeah, Williamsburg.
I just work in the neighborhood now.
Okay. Yeah. How long have you worked in the neighborhood, if you don't mind me asking?
Like 8 years.
Oh yeah, has it changed over 8 years?
Yeah,
it has. You think it's changing for the better?
Better for some.
Better for some. I get it. Okay, well that's cool, man. Nice to
do with that what you will.
Yeah.
Read it how you want.
Yeah. I know it can go so many different ways, right? Yeah. So what part of New York are you originally from?
The Albany area.
Albany area. So that's like a little bit more up north.
About 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay.
So I've been here for like almost 15 years.
What's some things I should get on camera? I'm a journalist. What's some things you think I should get on camera? As far as Williamsburg goes.
I have to take this bus, bro. I'm so sorry.
All right, love, bro.
Alright. It's not accessible.
Peace, bro. Yeah. So like he said, he's worked over here in the area for about 8 years, and obviously you heard him say it's changing for the better for some people, for the worse for some people. And I'm noticing that about a lot of places that I go to in New York. This right here, I got some footage of this the other day. Well, not footage, but came and took a nice, beautiful picture right here. This is John Michael Basquiat, I'm sorry. His mural with his great friend, I forgot his name right here, Andy. I do know that much about him. But yeah, nice. On an old building. So that's New York for you. Yeah, that's the Cobra mural, the Cobra painting. Yeah, that's dope. I like John Michael Basquiat. Yeah. He had a very interesting story, as he for sure was a New Yorker. And growing up in a time, when New York isn't what it is today, had landlords abandoning their properties. Then he was very big in the art scene. These stores right here, Bedford Convenience, I like that that reminds me of some stuff that I used to see growing up on TV in New York. I go to one spot like that back over in Greenpoint, but I haven't walked into many of them inside of other neighborhoods. So I'm right here on 8th Street in Bedford Ave. And I just happened to notice, I love art. That's one thing about me. I love art because it's history and it lets you know a lot about just the area that you're in. And then for New York City, I think the art is like a staple, But check this out. It's pretty cool. It looks like a bunch of scribble scrabble, but if you know art, you can see the beauty in it. You can see the beauty in it. So that's a dope mural. They had these all over New York. It's like that one over there. But yeah, pretty nice. You get a lot of noise. They ride a lot of motorbikes here doing Grubhub, Uber Eats and stuff like that. And I think that's dope because it opens up the economy. You have people able to come in and get them, decent salary for themselves, I guess. And that's always nice. Glasses, I'm a glasses guy. I just lose every pair that I get. Yeah, it's very nice. Like I said, Williamsburg is a more populous area as well. As you can see, I'll turn the camera around. People, some of everywhere. And then the people change. It's not really the same type of people that you see in Greenpoint. Pizza shop, pizza everywhere. Have to get pizza when you come to New York. Maybe we'll eat some today. Then I like this as well. They got stickers everywhere. To me, that's just art. It's dope. To some people, they might not like it, but it's New York. You have to love it. So we're crossing North Street and Bedford Ave. And as you can see, the look is a little bit different than Greenpoint. This is a real Brooklyn scenery. Then these are like the brownstones that you see. Well, not brownstones, but apartment buildings that you see on movies and stuff like that. Williamsburg is a very nice area to me. And it's somewhere I could see me spending a lot of my time. But like I said, it's so hard to meet locals here because a lot of them have been priced out, moved away, and it's a new influx of people. And maybe in the next 10 years, these people will be, the Williamsburg crossing over 6th Street and Bedford Ave here. But like I said, in this area, it's very urban. And you could feel, you all probably can't tell on camera, but you could just feel the difference between Greenpoint, Brooklyn, and I've been over the Bed-Stuy, and I do want to get you all over the Bed-Stuy, but you just could feel the difference. It's just urban. People out getting to it, younger people mainly, and all different walks of life, because that's one thing that you do experience in New York. People from countries all over the world. Back to vintage. I like the vintage wear. I like the street wear, but I try to keep it a little bit more as casual as possible these days, just because I've gotten older. I still love tennis shoes, sneakers, stuff like that, but for the most part, I don't spend nearly half the amount that I used to spend on clothes. But who knows, I may get back into it being that I'm in New York. So yeah. Saturday I came by and this guy was packed, Caribbean King. He crossing the street. It gets hectic here. You got to be fast in New York. Wow, a trailer, phone repair. That's nice. Outside, no store phone. But I wanted to get footage of this. It's pretty dope. Peace world, peace world. So yeah, just a day in Williamsburg. Everybody out getting where they need to get to, and I think some people just enjoying the feel, scenery, things like that. Okay, so now we're approaching 4th Street and Bedford Ave, and I want to point this out. This corner right here, you can tell it's been completely renovated, remodeled compared to, let's just say, perhaps this corner right here. And a couple more corners on down the way. So, yeah, just wanted to point that out because they talk about a lot of the renovations and gentrifying and stuff in a lot of these New York neighborhoods. And you definitely can see and you definitely can feel, like my man said, certain people, you can see why certain people would be mad about just the times changing, and I guess people wanting to bring the property value up, of course, for we know what reasons. So yeah, but I'm a fan of being out with the old, in with the new, but it's certain spots of the old that we have to keep. We have to keep just for history, things like that. So, approaching 3rd Street in Bedford Ave. Nice Apple store. Nice Apple store. Can't believe it's not crowded. Normally the Apple store has a huge line, huge wait. At least back home in Dallas they do. So, yeah. Now Bedford Ave runs a long way. I think Bedford Ave goes all the way into other neighborhoods in Brooklyn as well. I know it runs in Bed-Stuy for sure, but take a look at this. That corner, you can tell that's an old one, old building, and then right here, new building. Pretty nice. I like that, like the new next to the old. It just says a lot, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Across the Metropolitan in Bedford, we're getting through this pretty quick, but when I came on Saturday, it seemed like it took me a long time, a very long time, to get up and down the street. I ate at a spot back there that was pretty good. My boy Iz, who you heard me mention in the first video, he was there. And yeah, told me to try it out, and I did. So, yeah. Martha's Country Bakery. Sweets galore. Sweets galore. 1st Street in Bedford Ave. But yeah, on Saturday, this place was packed. I mean, packed. And I may have to do another video in this neighborhood on Saturday. Now, it's supposed to rain all week in New York. Saturday, I looked at the forecast, and it was a little clear, so we'll see when we get there. And this is what I mean when I say like urban. Certain places in Greenpoint, you don't see it, graffiti on the wall and stuff like that. Or a few places Queens was hit up when I got off the airplane. But another spot right here. Nice, cool mural. So yeah, I don't know what it is about New York Chinese food. I haven't had it yet, but you kind of feel like when you come to New York, the Chinese food is just something you expect for it to be a little authentic. But this Chinese restaurant right here on the corner, like how they have the window open, looks like a real Chinese place, New York Chinese. So yeah, maybe we'll get to eat some Chinese food, give you all a short and let you all see me munching. But it's pretty cool. And then you don't see a lot of this in the neighborhood that I'm currently in. And I just think that's a New York staple. I don't really do the bars and the clubs and stuff like that. But they said this neighborhood was known for having this bars and stuff like that, and places that you could go in. But me being that I socialize, but I don't drink alcohol. And no pun intended to anyone who does, I just don't. But yeah, Sotheby's, all over. If you know, you know about Sotheby's. Big real estate chain. It says right here they even have international rates. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. So yeah, as you can see, in Williamsburg, you can get a lot of the authentic New York food that you come and look for. Big winery right here. Pretty cool. And see, I like stuff like this as well. I don't know, I'm just addicted to it. I just think it's art, you know? You don't see stuff like that where I come from. So we're approaching 2nd Street and Bedford Ave. I normally stop and greet people and stuff like that, but it's just so, I mean, in New York, it's so hard to find locals. I don't know if in any of these neighborhoods that locals exist. But yeah, this is one of the things, like I said, about Williamsburg that you just have to love. This is graffiti and murals on every wall. This is beautiful. I love the colors. Nice big orange fish right here, as you can see. Let's give this guy a shout out, because he's definitely dope. Woods Art. I'll follow him on Instagram. Then I wonder if he did this side over here as well. That's cool. New York for you. Williamsburg to be exact. Delhi. Yeah. And I have been eating out of the deli since I've been here. This building right here looks very vintage. You can tell it's been here for a while. They even have an old utility truck back here. I'll turn the camera around so you all can see. Yeah. Don't know about how much longer this building will be here, being that it looks abandoned, pretty abandoned. So yeah, what a nice building. So yeah, folks, we made it down to 5th Street and Bedford Ave, and we're at the Williamsburg Bridge. Williamsburg Bridge. And I would just want to show you all this because I feel like it's a nice scenery and something that you may have seen on a movie. And it looks like we still have a little bit of old New York right here. Looks like a storage building right here is probably about to go. But just this scenery, let's just check it out. Very nice. Williamsburg Bridge right here. A lot of noise, so I gotta talk a little bit louder with a microphone. But you can see, this takes you over to Manhattan and brings you back over to Brooklyn. Yeah. I can only imagine at one time, I'm pretty sure they didn't have these gates up around the bridge. And I'm pretty sure it was a lot of activity going on under the bridge to where they just had to fence it off. Pretty dope. I wonder, do people sit right here sometimes? Oh, of course. So I just crossed over 5th Street, Williamsburg Bridge right here. You can see coming around. I'll walk down to Domino Park. It's a bridge, well, a park right on the side of the bridge where you could see over into Manhattan, and then also give a display of, the bridge that looks like what you see on, of course, what I do, YouTube, social media and stuff like that, and what you've seen in movies as well. This is 6th Street. A lot of some pretty cool new stores renovated right here. But I think this right here, I wanted to get this on camera as well. I think this right here is a Williamsburg staple that I've been looking for. You just could tell from the scenery of it. It's just that very gritty, grimy New York look that we know and that everyone is familiar with if you're my age or from around my day. Hey, boss man. So yeah. If you're from around my day and my age era, 90s, early 2000s, this is what we knew of New York. This is what we thought how it was, But yeah, pretty dope. So we'll walk over on down to Domino Park. I know you all probably like, how does he know certain areas and stuff like that? Man, I just have a good sense of direction, and I read, I look at maps. A lot of people don't do stuff like that, but it's dope. Yeah, it's dope. A couple guys right here. What's going on? How y'all doing, bro? Y'all from Williamsburg?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
I found some Williamsburg locals.
Yes, sir.
Man. No. I do. I'm a journalist, so I do just mainly YouTube, but I have Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that.
Nice.
Hey, so y'all been in Williamsburg for how long?
Since this shit was Williamsburg.
Okay, I'm
Before it
good.
was Williamsburg. Before this right now?
Yeah.
In Williamsburg.
Tell me what am I looking at right now?
Gentrified Williamsburg. So this was originally a biker bar.
Okay.
There's a lot of movies,
Okay.
a lot of TV shows.
Okay.
It's called East River Bar.
Okay.
You can look it up.
I'll check it out.
But this whole block is like basically gentrified Williamsburg.
Yeah, I could tell just by looking at this building and then a couple of the other storefronts that they have right here that you can see the changes coming.
No, it came already.
They came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The change already came.
Yeah. What type of community was big over here? Are y'all? I'm assuming Dominican.
I'm Dominican, yeah.
Dominican. Was it a big Dominican community in Williamsburg?
See, if you cross the bridge,
Uh-huh.
it's mostly Dominicans, Puerto Ricans.
Okay.
From this side, it's Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and blacks.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
I grew up around a lot of black people.
Right. Most Dominicans do. Yeah.
Right, so, but I lived on the other side too first. So
Okay.
I got to experience both sides, and it's like the teller one side to the other.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah. I noticed that. So did a lot of the locals that's from Williamsburg, did they get priced out
No.
Nah.
I'm still in these buildings. A lot of locals sold their buildings and moved out.
and moved out? Okay. Got you. Because that's what I was wondering. Like in a few of these neighborhoods that I hit, maybe like I've only been to Greenpoint and Bed-Stuy.
Where you from?
I'm from Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas, Texas. Yeah. But I noticed it's hard to find a lot of locals, man. Now it's not really, but it's like you kind of gotta just bump into them, kind of like how I just bumped into you,
How you come down different spots like you been vlogging for them. Like, what's up, bro? How you doing, bro?
Yeah.
You know what? All right, tell me, bro.
Yeah, I walked down the whole Bedford Ave all the way to 12th Street.
So as you get to the water, they did their own that.
Okay.
Back in the day, you go over here to Domino, used to get a sugar factory.
Sugar
So we walk straight, not this block, not the block with the light, the block after. You make a right, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck am I?
Wow.
It was never like that before. It was factory fronts.
So it was like industrial on that
Industrial
side?
area, yeah. So
Okay.
the Domino Sugar Factory was phenomenal. And that's why they say a lot of Dominicans came to this neighborhood.
Okay.
They used to sneak on the boats with the sugar canes coming
Yeah,
from New York.
yeah.
It's a myth, but it's maybe true.
True. Yeah.
You can look it up.
And that's actually where I'm headed right now, over to Domino Park, to kind of get the scene of just the bridge and then looking over to Manhattan and stuff like that.
Yeah, but after you do that, come back, get a drink.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
you get
drink,
the
but
real
I
vibe.
have a soda or something.
Got you, bro.
For sure.
Nice to
I'm
meet you,
Kareem, bro. What's your name?
Omar.
Omar. Nice to meet you,
bro.
Omar. All right. So yeah, as you see there, a few locals. Omar, pretty cool dude, Dominican guy. You heard what he said about the neighborhood, but what shocked me is that he said a lot of the locals still live in some of these buildings, because that was a thing that I was like discombobulated about. I didn't know if it was any locals around still in the building, like was it new people and stuff like that, and just people coming in for work, your trust fund babies just buying shit up and shitting on everybody else. So yeah, but let's head over to Domino Park. So we made it to the end of the video. This is where I ended it. We're down here at Domino Park, Williamsburg Bridge. As you see, background, the across, right now we're in Brooklyn. Across over this way is Manhattan. That's the Lower East Side, and that's gonna be Lower Manhattan. So I'm guessing where the World Trade Center was, you know, a lot of the finance things and stuff that go on, Diamond District, whatever you may have in Lower Manhattan. I haven't really been over there yet. I only went one time, but it was very brief. But yeah, so let's just take a little walk, see what's going on over here. This bridge, I know you all are looking online, you know, on your phone or maybe your TV or your desktop, laptop, but this just feels so amazing. It's so big, you know, the bridge. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I don't really, you know, we don't have anything like this. One bridge we do have, it's nothing like this. So you can see those look like, you know, housing, Section 8 or something like that, but public housing, I should say. But you can't really tell, and it's the Lower East Side. A lot of the things that I've heard about the Lower East Side is that a new group of people has arrived there, and like in a lot of other places in New York, they've gotten priced out. The locals have, or as Omar said, the locals have sold, and yeah. But I'm pretty sure these brown buildings, I'm pretty sure those are owned by, you know, New York, for sure. Because you see a lot of those. And then I guess this is Domino Sugar. Somebody drop a comment and let me know what Domino Sugar used to be. Or is it still a thing? What are they doing with it now? But yeah, tell us in the comments what Domino Sugar is. Looks like a very interesting building. Lot of noise. We got a helicopter flying over. Nice boat. Don't know where they're headed to. And look, if you look, try to zoom in, you see the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, that'll just about do it for our Williamsburg video. I got to talk to a few of the locals, as you got to see, Omar, and then the other guy who said he worked in the Williamsburg area for 8 years. And I had a few more questions, but I didn't want to talk anyone to death because I can run my mouth, I can talk. But yeah, that's not the case here. So I'm gonna just enjoy the rest of this view. This video will be dropping soon. So like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. It's Kareem Ali checking out. Peace.